Great evening, great evening, everyone. One moment while we bring on the other platforms as well. All is well, all is well. Yes. Okay. So, great evening once again, and welcome to the Sonya Dungee podcast, episode number 250, which is a special pop up honoring our fathers even in loss. I wanted to just come on and spend a few minutes with you as I always do every holiday, Mother's Day, Father's Day as well. Just a safe place to just be in, non judgmental for a few moments and just talk from what's really on the heart. So I really want to start out tonight with a moment of silence for those who have gone to be with the Lord. So let's bow our heads. Thank you. So with that said, I'm going to give you 5 points tonight that we're going to talk about when it comes to really honoring our fathers, even in loss, how to do so. Because sometimes we just don't know how to, um, or we're stuck. And so, with that being said, there was a time when I felt the same way. I wasn't sure how to um, honor my dad. I mean, I thought of so many different ways, but I was stuck for almost a year. For 342 days, I was stuck in grief, stuck in silence, stuck in loss of identity, stuck in isolation. And I didn't know where to go, who to turn to specifically. I didn't want to turn to my family because I knew they were grieving, and I didn't want them to grieve any more than they were already grieving. And so I kind of stuck it out and just told everybody I was okay, even in those moments when I wasn't. I don't want that for any of you to go through the things that I went through. And so that's why I'm here with all of you, whether you're live or watching the replay later, just to hang out for a little while. So, with that being said, I want to give you these 5 points. The first one being speak your dad's name and tell the story. You see, grief really tries to convince us that silence is a form of respect, and it isn't. It's okay to talk about him, his laughs, his quirks, the way he walked into a room, the way he commanded it, the way he made other people feel with his presence, the things that he said, the memories. So today, I should say tonight on this episode, you're going to say his name. And I want to ask you this one question. What is one story about your father that you haven't told anyone in years? And why does it matter? Why does it matter? For me, my day today was talking about my dad. I woke up talking about my dad. I went in studio and saw of my dad. I thought of memories that we had, and in light of New York Knicks being number one, I thought about my dad in the days when he used to watch basketball, and even if I didn't understand what was going on, I just knew that it meant everything to him. And he would jump up and do these shots and act ridiculous. And I'd be like, Daddy, what are you doing? There's like no basket there. Like, what are you doing? But he wasn't enjoying himself. And so now thinking back on that brought a smile to my face today. And I got text messages and phone calls about my dad, missing my dad, and just certain memories about him. And then I went later to a barbecue, and we were talking about my dad then and the joy that he brought to everyone. So the second one we're about tonight is create a ritual that's just for him. You see, rituals turn grief into tradition. Light a candle, make his favorite meal, go visit where he rests. Father's Day doesn't have to be something that you just survive. It can be something you design. If you created one new tradition this Father's Day in his honor, what would it look like? And the third, carry forward what he taught you. You see, every father leaves fingerprints, as they say, a work ethic, a phrase he repeated, a way that he just loved. Identifying it and living it out. He keeps walking with you. For me, my dad's worth ethics was impeccable. My dad did not miss work. My dad retired once. My dad retired a second time, and then he was bored. So he decided that he was going to drive his ladies around. He set up transportation through a transit company for his ladies, and he drove a bus, one of them big buses. And he took them to their hair appointments. He took his ladies from this specific seniors, senior citizens neighborhood. He would shopping once a week. They go to the supermarket. They would go to local week. And in that, he gave them 1 hour. And I used to say, Daddy, why are you just giving them an hour? You know, why you have to put a time frame on them? He said 1 hour is enough. And then he would help them carry their groceries into their homes and everything else. And those are the kind of memories that I hold on to when it came to my dad. And then there's another thing when it comes to the question is, what's one thing your father gave you? It's the gift. The reason why I'm in front of all of you tonight. He gave me the gift of encouraging, the gift of uplifting others, the gift of leading by example, and telling you that it's okay not to be okay. There's no time frame. It's just the key of it is not to stay too long in not okay. And then there's number 4. Hold grief and gratitude in the same hands. You see, this day can break your heart and it can warm it at the same time. You don't have to choose between the tears and the smile. Both are honoring him. Can you name one moment of joy and one moment of sorrow you feel about your father right now? And sit with both without rushing past either. For me, my one moment of joy was knowing that today is Sunday. Although it's Father's Day, my dad would be on that golf course. It was every Sunday thing for him. And don't try to call him when he's golfing. It's best to be an emergency situation. And in fact, The others would do the same. My cousin would go, sometimes my brother, and then my niece's husbands and my brother-in-law. And they had this ongoing joke, whose phone is going to ring and who's going to answer it. And I remember one time I kept calling my father because I was worried about him. I hadn't heard from him. And when he finally picked up, he said, "You made me lose my bet. You made me pick up the phone." And I just thought that was like the funniest thing once I got over being upset because I couldn't reach him. And the sorrow part is just knowing that my dad didn't call me this morning. Or I didn't get to call my dad this morning. I didn't hug him and say Father's Day. But yeah, I know where my dad is. He went to be with the Lord. And I can accept that now. And the fifth point, pass legacy forward. Doesn't live in memory alone. It lives in the next person who hears the story. Children, nephews, cousins, grandchildren, mentees, your own future self. Who are you life to your father? And you, I mean, everybody, grandson, up to two grandsons in between. Today, I was talking among family. Today, I was talking to a great friend that I consider him to be family. And again, as I said, I was texting, instant messaging. I was talking about my dad. And I don't just talk to about him on Father's Day. I talk about my dad all the time. And I welcome you to do the same. You see, it's important to talk. And it's okay if you break down sometimes and cry, because I do sometimes. It's okay that you have pockets of joy, because I do too. I start laughing. It's okay. Just don't hold it inside. That's the worst thing that you can do, is keep it to yourself. I tried that. See, I thought my will was willpowering. My willpowering wasn't doing anything. Because willpower, as you all know, it will never outdo community. So talk about them, laugh about them, joke about them, cry about them. And not just today, any day, every day, whenever, wherever, why ever, however. So that's all I have. You're probably wondering, we're doing some movements, and so I am outside of the studio tonight. But again, and you probably hear some noise in the background. That's our AV guy doing what he does best. But it's all good because we're a family and we had an amazing time today. Like I said, celebrating all the fathers, whether they've gone to be with the Lord or they're still here. And if your dad is still on this earth, honor him, call him, tell him that you love him, that you're grateful for him. And if you haven't been talking for whatever the reason is, let it go. Life is short. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. I would do anything to, as they say, dance with my father again, or hold him, hug him, go on dates with him, just love on him. So, with that being said, be safe, stay well. God bless you all, and bye for now. And also, I don't want to leave out the comments. So I see you, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you so much for joining. And on the other platforms, I will get to you as soon as this is over. Just God bless you. Thank you for the comments. I appreciate you. I respect you. Bye for now.